Stampers, today we're going to make this card, so let's go ahead and get busy. Okay, so here are the pieces we're going to use today. We're going to use the crumb cake cardstock, cut at 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. And then we're using the Neutrals designer paper. This is double-sided. And this is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. And then the main layer of the card right here, the crumb cake is cut at 3 1/4 by 3 3/4. And then the designer paper is cut at 3 by 3 1/2. And those are going to layer together. Use the Big Shot with the vintage wallpaper embossing folder. And then where the little moped is, the crumb cake is cut at 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. And then the Very Vanilla is cut at 2 by 3 1/4. And then I'm also using the Victoria lace trim for the card. Okay, and then we're going to use the antique brads. Let me get one of those out here. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our card together first. Okay, so first we're going to layer this piece to the front of the card, and I'm going to use this side. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some snail onto that. Put that on there. And then we're going to layer this piece onto the crumb cake with the stripe side showing out, just to add some contrast to the card. Okay, and then layer these two pieces together. I'm going to actually put the adhesive on the cardstock first, then layer it. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and stamp our little moped here. And the stamps that we're using is On the Grow, and this is the image that I'm going to use, and then also the Thinking of You. It's so pretty. I'm going to use the crumb cake classic ink. I'm going to stamp the moped first. Okay, and then I'm just going to grab a piece of Very Vanilla in the scrap, and I'm just going to stamp the Thinking of You. So then I'm going to take the word window punch, and I'm going to punch out the Thinking of You, and I'm going to go over as far as I can just to shorten it up a little bit. And then I'm going to take some Dotto adhesive, which is the temporary adhesive, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the end. And take some copy paper, and then I'm going to go ahead and punch it out again just to shorten up the other end just a little bit. Just like that. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put this onto that other layer here. Okay. Alright, so now we're just going to go ahead and build up our card first. I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on this side. I'm just going to position it right about there, I guess. Yep. And then take the Victoria trim ribbon. Let me see here. Wrap that around the front. Okay, then I'm just going to go ahead and pop this up on a dimensional. Okay, so then we're going to take my crocodile, and I'm going to use the larger end for the punch, and I'm going to punch a hole up here in the corner, and then put the brad in there, just like that. So cute. And then put this right in the center of the card. And then just go ahead and pop up the little moped. I guess right about there looks good. And then take the little greeting, Thinking of You, and I'm going to trim a little edge off of the dimensionals just to get a little pop up to the greeting. Put that right on the end. And then I'm just going to position this over to the right hand side like that. Okay, so then I'm just going to go ahead and spray this with some shimmer paint, which is the Champagne Mist. Spray that a couple times. And then I would go ahead and add some basic pearls along the edge of the crumb cake to get that finished look there. All right, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later. Bye!